Price trader. I'll be showing how I trade the ICT Silver bullet. I couldn't get the video started earlier, but from here up to the end, I'll monitor it and communicate my inner emotions to you. And that's a special piece of encouragement for beginners who are just starting up and have all kinds of challenges. You can just watch to the end. There's a special piece of advice there. Have a nice time watching. That's a buy side liquidity at 1.32618. So I'll be watching that for a draw liquidity to scale out some partials. So the entry was at 245. So it was just a macro entry throughout the 10 a.m. time window. It really wasn't running that as much. It was moving, but not quite as much. So I waited for the 245 and 250 stroke 250. So I put in the limit and I got filled. So you can see how close to the stop loss this came. So that's the FEG ICT teaches. So I'm watching this count. I want to see it close above the minimum of the main threshold of and the consequent encroachment of this week. I want this candle to close above it. If it does, even if this doesn't take it, then the next candle or the next half that should. So the midpoint of this week is what I'm watching. I want it to close with strength. So that's the consequent encroachment. So yes, it closed above the midpoint at 1.32569. I just say 570. So this candle might come to touch this down close candle, then run up. But I just now I'm confident that we'll really run out this high at 1.32618. 618. For those who don't know, look at the top left corner here. You can see OHLC, open high low close. So the high is 1.32618 as a buy side. So the spread sometimes, and the spread, I can see we repriced to 0.617. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, that's 1.32618. So I just need a little bit to get out. Okay, right there. So I've taken my partials, and immediately I do what? I trail my stop loss to cover the cost and commission. So there you go. I trail my stop loss. So I'll write simply risks. Make this a little small. So there's no how I can lose on this trade again. I'll just my watch it for a little bit. It's past 11 a.m. Eastern Italian time. So and remember this cross-quarter increment I said. If this candle closed above it, then I will expect the next. And if this one, which is 11:18, did not, then the next here should what? Take it out. And this exactly the next one took it out. So you can see it for yourself here. It's 1.32618. I mentioned that the commencement of this screen recording. I'm sorry for the background noise. Not too far from the street. So there you go. So this is an inefficiency. It's the 3-minute CD. That's the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So it should be a draw liquidity. Let's make it wide. Let's see 12 wide. I think should be in the middle. Maybe black will be better. Okay. Sorry, I was wondering why it was looking small. Sorry, it should be minutes. 3-minute CD. So the low there is there's this. The high of this candle is 1 point. Remember, this is where you look at the top left corner where this buy and sell is OHLC, open high low close. 1.32744. That's the high of this candle at 8:33. That is what my limit is here. 1.32744. So So just like liquidity's inefficiencies to our draw on liquidity. So the acts as drawing, sorry, their draw, yes, draw. Their draw for price action in terms of the algorithm seeks the inefficiency as it seeks the liquidity. So to rebalance that imbalance, which is the sell side, buy side imbalance. That is sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Yeah, I'm saying it right. So to rebalance that, price has to move there. And how does it do that? By offering buy side delivery, just like the paint roller example ICT used to give. See, when you roll the paint, you see these packets not well painted, so you have to roll your paint over on it again. So that displacement that moved quickly, I'm talking about this displacement at 10:30. That displacement 10:30, yes, it moves so quickly, and so like as a paint, when you come down, you can see this part is not completely what balanced. There's an inefficiency. So I'm anticipating price to reach for there, as it to draw into it to balance this inefficiency. If you notice, look at where my stop loss is. It should be ideally it should be a little below that, but I frame it. Look, this candle down close and this candle up close. That is a balanced price range. Sorry, not that. This. Let me outline it right here. Think about here to here. So we're making that white. So that's a balanced price range. The way you use it is that a valid balanced price range should not get a body closure below its consequent encroachment. Its consequent encroachment should keep bodies above it. If the wicks even come, it's permissible, but the bodies no. Just like other block, you want other block to give you a very trampoline-like reaction at the opening price, and based on the kind of price delivery and price structure, you might anticipate it even at the high of the other block. So, at the high of the other block, but the main threshold at times it gets there, but you want to see the body we're expecting it. Once it begins to close below the main threshold and trade to the bottom of the other block, it's like a low probability. Like here now, this other block here, these two consecutive down close at 10:06 and 10:09. This candle right here came into it. You see, the low here is what 1.32332, and the opening price here was what 1.32332. Like, I really didn't see this when I was talking about it, but my eyes just jump at it, and you can see it's very perfect. Maybe I should outline it. So the opening price here 1.3232 right there. Let's draw it out. So meanwhile, keep your eyes on price, okay? So I think we're getting close to that inefficiency here. So that's the order block right there. So that's the same, like name it like a plus hobby. This will be the middle right. Now let's see it this way. Okay, good. So the price here is at 1.3232, and this low look at this top left corner again. OHLC low 1.3232. 1.32332. So that's the other block there, 1.32332. So that's what I'm talking about. Thank God it's an example. So that's how you know a valid order block, and that was at 10:45 where I did my entry. My limit were above it. You can see the price, but my limit was both time based. I was anticipating the macro, and this is a inversion fair value gap. It shouldn't be green. This should be the column. So there's a lot of secret. Yeah. So that's the inversion fair value gap. Let me give it a name. The bullish inversion fair value gap. Let's be in the left. White. So that's it. That was my entry. And the other block. So, and the time, because it was at 10, just preceding 10:50, and it was coming to I was watching this level. So I put the limit on. I didn't think I'd get that in the video. I started the video late. But nonetheless, you can see it's going, and took partials. Remember this consequence encroachment we spoke about. So price is a little bit lethargic. Let me see the European dollar. Okay, let's just take it. Okay, I had a position on. Okay, I'm taking down these two limits. What actually happened here was that I was trading the European dollar, but I did the relative strength analysis before 10, and the European dollar was stronger, but after 10 it changed. So I won't pay it. It's based on the dollar. This, let me just explain it. This from a lower low. That's from this candle here. And look at the British pound. This is a cable. Okay, sorry, from after 10 a.m. rather. So at exactly 10 a.m. we had a drop, and this formed a higher high right here. And here after 10 a.m. this was 10 a.m. this had a lower low. You can this is not allowing me to draw it well, but the basis is that this was not willing to go up. And let me cut the wicks off right away. So, but I had a limit on, and I didn't know. I didn't take it out. So let's see if we can fill up that inefficiency. Let's see 4,000 now. Okay. So I'll be trading this one, but you can see how this one outperformed it. So that's the dollar index was what I used. So you can see the dollar index. So look at the highs here. This made a higher high from what 90 to 954. There was an higher high, and this one was what from this 9 to 10. It was actually making what it made a lower low first, which tricked me into going long on European dollar. But the moment I realized my mistake, I came here and traded the macro. So watch where price is 1.32744. Yeah, inefficiency there. So right here, I was taking a partial. So that's the price, yeah. And the partial is secure. I really wish I could do this live, but I don't have a system now, so it's only the phone I have, and the phone cannot handle that kind of a stress, to live it on my YouTube channel. And with time, though, if I eventually able to start up a career and get some capital, a little profit, I could get system. But for now, this is what I have, and it's okay by me. So open to help from everyone, suggestion, how did you do it, So that was taken right there at 11:33, and notice I increased the potential gain if I should get stop out. So at this point now, I am content, and I don't have to be right about the outcome. Like, I really don't have to be right. You can see the trade. So this is the balance price range I'm talking about in red here. So this was the entry. It looks unreal though. Well, that was it. That was the entry. and I put this limit here so I won't miss it. I was looking at this inefficiency that I highlighted in, it was there on the chart, but just, I didn't want to because price could run away. So there you go, and that's the macro. I think I should take this off. So I'll take a screenshot. Okay, let me take first a screenshot of this, and just people look at the money. No, that's not it. So yes, this was actually how I started my career. Actually, I'll just put it pips, because once I look at the money, it used to scare me. Then, even though it was a paper trading, it makes my emotions go up and down. But I've been able to grow past that right now. So that's the next partials I've been taking. So I should have the position on and orders. So there you go. Even my trading view I'm using, that's why you can see this is 5 seconds late. You can see here from this place, it's 5 seconds. 5 seconds, So every 5 seconds, this is 5 seconds late. And really, my area of specialization is the index future. That's the Nasdaq, EMIN, S&P. But that has an even more greater delay, which is 10 minutes. You can see, and that's it here. The 10 minutes, like that 10 minutes is too much for me to be able to prove that I really, but this 5 seconds is a little bit not so bad. So I don't have money yet to start trading view. I found my consistency since the early portion, since last year. But I'm just from Nigerian here. It's not really easy to even to get a funded account. That takes $200, man. It's like you're a health worker working with the state. I mean, from a senior pharmacy. So it's not so easy. So hopefully, if this YouTube can grow probably to 1K, I might get a little revenue, and I might get to assist and pay for trading view, and be able to show even on the index futures, which I really love. But I just have to do the forex view. That's the only reason I love that better. But the delay of 10 minutes is just too much. But this is 5 seconds, so I can easily cope with this. So the partial is secure. So this is only 5 minute basis. Nothing has changed. I just went to a higher time frame. So we'll have 1.5 left. I want to take some things off. Probably just let 500,000 shares to run there. So at this high of this inefficiency, I'll be putting a limit there. Thank you. There are some relatively equal highs here. Here, right here, this 909. I like these relatively equal highs here. So I'll be distributing my limits. Let me just place one here. The low is 1.32. Okay, for clear. I didn't change anything on the chart. I'll only move to the 5-minute time frame. So I'll be using the high of this inefficiency, which is the low of this candle at 1.32841. I'll put in the sell limits there. 1.32841. That will be 500,000 limit. Here, yes. So should we get repriced today? I'll be taking some partials there, and in between these two, I want to skin out. Okay. Well, I'm contemplating if to increase the potential gain or to just leave it that way. I don't have to be right about the outcome. But I love these relatively equal highs. At least I'll have something off here. There's budget 1.32909. So let me take something there off too. So there you go. So I think this view here is a lot better. For me, I don't like so much colorations. I don't like it. So let's see how price run. If you notice a larger inefficiency here, and the low is 841, so it's almost the same. Maybe I should allow this to be evident. Five. So you can see. So that's the 3-minute inefficiency. So there's just a little bit of difference. I don't like this. I prefer my chart to be clean. Let it remain on the 3 minutes. Okay, it's better this way. Okay. Okay. So here is relatively equal highs. It's too clean. It's too clean. So call it relatively equal highs, buy side liquidity. So that's the next row. This is the next thing that. So let me see if the market. Okay, the 3-minute time frame. Let me explain something with you. Okay, we are yet to overlap it. So in as much that has not happened, the market can still reverse, or retrace, whatever. It doesn't have. Some of my business have taken so much off already. So let's annotate the consequent encroachment. So bodies are actually respecting the middle of the inefficiency, and before this high can get taken out, at least a candle should close above the consequent encroachment, which is the middle, this dotted white line of the inefficiency. Once candles begins to close above that, then we can get that 1.3284 as a partial regain. So it's few seconds to 12 o'clock. That's noon. Let's see if we'll see a little bit of animation in price. So if we're not really rallying quickly, it might want to be retracing to give a potential entry for the PM section if we'll still be delivering buy side to the close of today, and might just increase my stop loss. Like I might cover more, like remove more risks by increasing the amount I will keep by my stop loss before at least 1 p.m. Usually used to be a displacement 1 p.m. 150, so I'll be securing my profit more. And let's see if this will pump to that high over there. Still, price has not yet closed above this consequential encroachment, you can see. So that's not it's an indicative sign of underlying weakness. Until bodies start to close above here, then it might want to fall lower. I had a little network issues, so the profit, that partial was taken. You can see right there, this very candle did that. Sorry, it's the network. I think the network went off for a while. So there you go. It has been booked. That was the high. I told you, remember? I said it that until bodies start to close above the consequent encroachment of this inefficiency. I said that live here. And you see right at here, 12 o'clock, this closed slightly above, and what happened next? Traded through. So there is two things can happen now. Either we run aggressively for this buy side, or we come down to reprice this order block. So if this order block fails and gives way, and this also fails, then it might be coming for a deeper discount. So let me increase this. I increase my profit. Let's use this order block here, this 1000 plus. So I increase the profit, modify the stop loss. So let's see if those relatively equal, I should be getting a repricing too, or if it will be coming back to retest the down close candle here at 1151. So you would have seen that live, but the network wasn't strong. There was some glitch. Well, that's another issue here, but it's no problem. Something everybody experiences once in a while. In my area here, though, I don't know, anyone may be watching from anywhere in your country. Probably you have stable internet connections. Pretty good. But this is something we deal with here in this country. This is even very little. It will be worse at times. So. The way price behaves as the next candle opens is very important. If it runs up, that's beautiful. But if it stay down and delay and come down to that 3 minute order block right here, this down close candle, if it does that, then I'll increase this limit a little bit higher, because if it doesn't goes immediately now or in the next minute, and like if it begins to consolidate and come into this inefficiency and to the, then if it will still run up, it will actually run up with aggressively. It will go up like very high. But if it does it here, it might not be so aggressive. But I like this best for it to just do it and we're done. Like I don't want that stress. But the way I cope with it is once it begins to distort, like a little bit of distortion, and it's declining to a little, that inefficiency, that inefficient other block or something even below, then I'll increase the like I'll move this limit to something like this. That's what I'll do, but I'm not doing that now. So if it distorts and does that, I'll do it here, because it usually takes it more aggressively if it doesn't go up all at once. So let's watch it closely. So once if it gets into this opening price at 1.32 if price is going below there, and I'll increase this limit. So I'm watching. I think this is getting somehow straight. Okay, I think it's better this way. So what I just did is I turn off, or I undo the details of the buying and selling. So it will be neater. I like it better. So I'm watching consequence encroachment here. That's where this one down close candle here, and this is the one I really watch. So if it's coming here, I'll increase the limit. Yeah, that's just, I didn't learn it. I just from experience. I can't remember the video of ICT now. It's just experience. I want it distort right now like this. If it goes down well enough, I'll increase this, because it usually comes up with more energy and momentum. What I don't want to see is for this whole down close candle, like this entire inefficiency, to get a closing below it, then it might want to send price lower. Like this is like a inversion this way. I want to see an inversion like this one over here. But if this down close candle gives way for price and it displays and closed with strength, weakness, like really strong down close, then I might increase. I'll increase the stop. Like I'll increase it so because it might likely take it out. But if at here it begins to accelerate higher, then I'll really increase that potential gain. So the open is 0.32793, the low is 0.32796. Oh, this isn't going so low enough. But for the fact that it didn't take it out, 705, and it's waiting almost 10 minutes, then that means I'm going to apply the model I talked about here, which is once it goes down, I'll have loved it to go a little bit lower to that down close candle. I will do what? I'll increase the potential gain. So I'm gonna watch if it does that. If it begins to show strength, like it wants to run up, I'll increase it right away. So let me make it an instant order placement. So I will need to confirm the alteration I want to make. So to me, what it does is just making this buy side more juicy, because retail will be like, oh, resistance. So right here, they can be seeing some little displacement on the 1 minute time frame. Like, oh yes, double top, so wanna sell short. Well, what I see is this other block, it should shoot price higher. Or this is like a balanced pricing, but not really in close proximity. But I want it to go up. It could reverse completely, and then the later will say they're lucky. But what I really want to see is like, if I am repricing the market, I would, this is just making it okay. It's building trust for them, so they can say, okay, it's strong resistance. They're selling short, so I'm gonna pair my short exit with their short entry. So I'll be buying here, my buying. I'll be buying I'll be selling here for them, so they'll be wanting to go in lower. So right there, that high is an open. I said the open is what, 793, the low is what, 793. So like I said, once it does that, I do something like I always increase it a little bit. So the high of this inefficiency is what, okay, I'll increase it to about that right there. So if it will be going higher, I anticipate, not always, but most times, to see it aggressively go there, because people are they'll be like, oh, strong resistance, let's sell short. Nope. I want to be taking my partials there. So to me, this is like a trick. This should defend. It's not my last line of defense, but I want it to actually defend this decline. It shouldn't completely overlap it. If it does, like I said, that inefficiency will now become a traditional CB and not an inversion. But right now, what I want to see is an inversion until it closes below this inefficiency. Once it closes below this inefficiency, then I take my mind off anticipating an inversion. But for now, I love this. Look at this. Notice the bodies. Look at this inefficiency high and the low, which is this kind of high at 1.32812. The closing price here, 1.328832. Closing price here, 1.32817. Everything is higher than 1.32812. So I want to watch that and see price show willingness to rally higher. So you can see it, I say usually, not always, but from what I'm seeing strength. So back to the retail mindset I was trying to explain. They are looking to sell short now. This is resistance, okay? They are not looking at the instruction from price. Look at this. It is actually going into this inefficiency, and this, if you are bearish, should be what inversion behavior lookup, which it overlaps, it comes in and should send price lower. If I see that signature here, I'm going to increase this. Like, I'll reduce my risk by increasing the potential gain that I would net should I get stop out. But this inefficiency right here, I want this candle or the next after, or basically I want price to go and overlap it. That will be beautiful. Like, I would love it. If it's declining from here, no, I don't want to see that. I want to see it rally, like I said. Should it come down here, I want to see it go what aggressively. So let's see. Not so, it might not be so aggressive, but normally it's fast. It doesn't slow down. Since it didn't take the high here at 12 o'clock, here at 12 o'clock, and also here at 12:09. So it's just since the price didn't go there, I want to see it go there real quick. So why again? I think the retail will be that, oh, okay, if anyone will be smart enough to want to cut off the position, then it will go there and do what? And take them out. I told you I want to see this inefficiency here at 12:03 to be overlapped. This candle did that just there. So now I want to see it act as a traditional BC FEG. Even though there was some, this closed outside in this like a mohawks, but I want to see it, shoot price higher. It might take a little while, but I want to see it shoot price higher that way. So that's what I'm anticipating. So the retail, once they sell short, where would their stop loss be? That's their sell. Is it buy stop? I think yes. Buy stops for selling and sell stops for buying. Something, whatever. Their stop loss will be at this high. So, or some high around here. I want price to really, it should deliver algorithmic, like it was coded. So I want it to, go in here like king postures. It should really scream higher. So remember the inefficiency I said, which is this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency at 12:03. You can rewind that back. So I said I don't want to see it sending price lower. Like, I want it to be overlapped and right here at 12:21 it got what overlapped, and what I say, and I want it to act as what support, coupled with the high of this 3-minute CB, which I will now use as an inversion fair value gap, the high at 1.32841. So it should now act as support to send price higher. So I'm making lots of higher, and it's possible to see a potential retracement. So oh, I already forgot. I had something here. Oh, what is this? I feel a little short. So this will be a full pull, by the way. So let's see. I wish I could just overlay 2 screens, but I will need to pay for trading views. Pay for it, and for now, I just can't afford that right away. I have joy in doing this. It took me a while to get this far, and I'm confident to share it for who cares to watch. So I'm watching to see that. So I'm watching the consequent encroachment, 2 of them. First, this one. I want this candle to close above it. If it does, then there's a high probability we're getting there. And this other one, the main point, I just eyeball it. These 2 candles respected it. That could be a facilitator for it to come down this low. If this had closed above it, it probably might have just run to this. But look at the midpoint of this week here, about this even point here. This was just about halfway point or below. So I want this one to, first of all, close above the midpoint of this, and also above the midpoint of this. That was at least above the closing price of these 2 candles. The closing price of this candle at 1.32874, and the opening price of this candle at 1.32874. If this candle close above that, then we can wanna, it's like, okay, yeah, I wanna take out some people. I wanna take out some stuff. So you get out when they are getting in, or you get out when they are getting stopped out. We just done another smart money concept, ICT concept. So I'm very satisfied if it closed this way at 1.32880 and above. But if it's closing lower, I'll have to wait for the next candle for that signature. $1.32880. So what's the closing price? 1.32873. The closing price 1.32874, even lower. So I'm waiting for that signature on this price, on this candle. And if it's falling lower, now this is not how we make tops. So there's a potential we might still see a little bit of upside, buy side delivery. It's still possible. That area it's too good to not. It's very, it's juicy because they have engineered like so much is piling. Oh, sell. Strong resistance, selling. Yes, I'm also selling, but I'm taking profit out. I bought long ago, so. And those who are okay, break out. Let's buy long. Wow, very crazy. So I'll pair my selling with their longs, and when they buy long, it's a potential it might retrace, and it's because since 9:30 or thereabouts, we've been just climbing higher, and we're approaching the PM hour, which is the 1 o'clock PM session. So this candle, let's see if it closes above that 1.32880, giving a potential of reaching for the buy side, and into the inefficiency right at this CB here. It's like a balanced price range, okay? So that's one of the reasons why it might cause some consolidation and might even retrace a little bit. So it's gonna be so frustrating, you see. So this is time distortion from here. So it's just distorting. Like I want to see it run. I've distorted enough. I've distorted enough. So I want to see it rally like in a few minutes. Like I want to see it really reach for that buy side and the inefficiency. I'm watching how the candle with close determines how long I'm gonna be here. Sorry for whoever watches this far. There's a lot of noise going on in the background. I wish I had a mute button, but I'm simply just screen recording, so I can just mute it as easy as I could do that on if it was a system. So everything would just be in there. So it entered that inefficiency. Does it immediately reject to the upside, or it stay there? If it stays this way, the next candle, does it immediately rally, or does it fall lower to take out this low? That's what I don't want to see, because that's, if it will even still go higher, it will take so much time. But if it rejects this, or the next candle after just really go high, then we can see the buy side here. 1.32909, 1.32909 to be a draw on liquidity. that's a run on the short term low. So short term low with a higher low to the left and right on it into this inefficiency. So I love the way it does this way. So the next candle is pointed to trade to the consequent encroachment of the steel or to the high of this inefficiency, and I want to see it. This is a little too clean. Look at that. Smooth edges needs to be made jagged. So that's the plastic chair making the sound. If I drag it, so the viewer should know it's the plastic chair I'm sitting on. So just like there used to be time-based entry, I used that in the 45-minute under 10:45. Now there used to be a time-based exit, so there might be I anticipate a rally at 12:50 or before, or 12:51 for a potential macro. Where the macro will run, I don't care. It's none of my business, But ideally, it runs off who has been making money all day long. The buyers has been making pretty lot of money since they opened up today, Thursday, and we've rallied. We came to equal discount, and we'll have some unfulfilled objective, but whatever. I don't have to know where the macro will run. It's not my model. I only focus on this. So 12:45, 12:50, 12:51, like it's already 12:47. So I want to see it run higher. So I'm from a different country. You can see my time over there is 5:47. So about 5 hours earlier. 5 hours ahead of the normal Eastern Standard Time. That's the New York local time. So the run could be before, at, or a few minutes past 12 p.m. Like this could be before 12 p.m. 1 p.m. Let me look at it. Yes, before 1 p.m. That is 12:45. Few minutes to 1 p.m. or at 1 p.m. or just a few minutes after 1 p.m. It will be 1:01. But I prefer it to actually happen. And let me rephrase that. The run could be before, at, or few minutes past 12:51. 1 p.m. is a little bit 10 minutes. So there might be something animated at 12:50, 51, just before the 1 p.m. And if nothing like that happen, nonetheless, I will just increase the amount I will leave with if should I get stop out. So, well, now I want to see it rally higher. So the execution here has been taken out on European dollar. So that was a full pull. I think it gained a little strength along the way here at this 1045. This was what I was expecting on the British pound, but it just was slipping. But nonetheless, this just attacked its 825 high. Let's see the 825 high for this one. It really haven't done that. So it grew strong at the end, but in the initial stage, look at this. Look at this. 10. It ran at low. After 10, it still ran another low, made a lower low after 10 o'clock. But look at this. Okay, this actually made a low, but nonetheless, I'm comfortable. Let me watch if this would want to shoot up. Compare this move at 12:45 to this. So what I actually wanted to see happened here. So there's a time-based exit, and this was a perfect example. There you go. 53. So 51 it started on. So that's a business for this. Execution label. So at this point, I think I could really, because a new high has been made, but I'm not impressed by the move here. It's so weak. So the first rule in speculation is what capital preservation. So let me see if I can get a 2K plus. Come on, why are you not moving? 3,000. Okay, I think that's enough for me. So it's a potential run as the macro has been, it could run on, money has been made throughout since 10, so it could run lower. So actually have to get something done right now. So I might not be able to babysit this longer. So let me just do a quick summary of what I had. Then I'll see if it gives me more. If it doesn't, then I'll close the trade and then be done. So this is a nice displacement. So I can't say if we'll be taking this higher again because I didn't want it just from here. I wanted to see the rally 1241, 10 to 1245, and but look at the European dollar 1241 and made a new high above this, a new high above this. So there's 3 highs, pretty good. So if you bearish, this would have been nice institutional order for you to sell short in the balance price range. Well, let's see if this will pull. This is very weak now. It's very weak now. So I think I want to go out with more than I came in with. And absolutely I would. This is 4,000. Let me see what we had today. Okay. It's all the partials we took. So I started this account. I can't really see, was it 100K or not so long. Well, that's not for today's talk. Let me see how I can squeak out some win from this. I'll take that 4,000 that way. I'll be closing the position, and that will be it. I'll close it right away. I'll be content with being here. It's 1 p.m. so I'm done. So that's the trade. That's the trade. This is it here. I had it here. Plus I'll be right here. Boom. So I don't care if it makes a new high. It's none of my business. I don't care. I've profited out of the market. Oh, look at that exit. Beautiful. What was the entry? Just here. Entry was here. Almost perfect, Oh, that's it with ICT concept. Hopefully, this encourages some people. Oh, I have a phone. I don't have a system. I can't learn this. I learned all this using my cell phone. This is my third year, is it? About third year, if not third year already. So just with I didn't use a system. I don't have one. So there's no excuse really. There's no excuse. Although ICT emphasized to be better, but I've got to use what I have. Imagine I was waiting for a system up to now. I wouldn't have known this. So that's an encouragement for people, and see you later. And if this encouraged you, please, you can just give a like. You can drop your comment, questions if you have something to say. If you want to support me so I can do this better in the index futures, that's NASDAQ and ES, mini S&P. You can, I'm open for that. Everything you can see in the comment is open for you. You can like, and if you want to know when we drop video next time, you simply subscribe. $0, no paper cut. Have a great time.